All right, change of scenery. We're in my back room. And what I want to talk about today is how I'm 21 years old and for years I've been wasting time. And I want I want this video to be a wake-up call for anyone who feels the same way in their early 20s. It doesn't matter how old you are, early 20s, late teens, whatever it is. You're not alone. You're not alone in how you feel. You're not alone in wanting more from what life has to offer. So for 2 years straight, I was a pre-med major. And to be honest, I did not like it. I didn't. If I'm being completely honest, I hated every second of being a pre-med major. I was just going through the flow. Honestly, it was a goal that was put on to me probably by my parents. Actually, not even probably. Seriously, it was put on to me by my parents. They always wanted me to be a doctor. They wanted me to be successful. And their idea of success was going to med school and pursuing that route. That was not good with me at all. It was a super stressful time. Whenever I thought about my major and whenever I thought about what I was going to do to pass the MCAT, what I was going to do to get into med school, honestly, it stressed me the fuck out. It did. Not because I feel like I couldn't do it, because I fully confident feel like if I were to commit myself into learning, if I were to commit myself into being a doctor, I'm fully confident that I would be able to study and do what I need to do to get there. But it was not my purpose. It was not what I want to do. So I spent 2 years and honestly a boatload of money studying the wrong thing just to make my parents happy. And that's not good, because at some point you got to realize it's your life. You got to take control of your life. You're not a kid anymore. Your parents don't decide what you do for you. So what to do for you anymore. So that's really hard process, and it's definitely a difficult thing to go through while growing up. But it is what it is. I had to do what I had to do. So then I switched my major to finance. I was very happy with it then. I'm pursuing it. I got a year left. Much happier. I understand what's going on more. I study more, and I don't feel the sense of existential dread whenever I think of going to school or whenever I think of what I'm going to do with my life. Even if it has nothing to do with finance related, I know I can use that degree for something that will benefit me. I know that I have, and I know that I will in the future. So why do I feel like I'm still wasting time? And the reason that I still feel like I'm wasting time is because even though I switched my major, I still don't necessarily feel fulfilled. I don't feel like what I'm working towards is what I want to do. So I had the thought of, actually, let's backtrack it a little bit. Let's really backtrack it. So how the fuck was I wasting time? All right, I finally moved to the finance route. Did one semester through, super good grades, got honor roll, was very happy, understanding everything. Then I felt like I was lacking socially in college. And honestly, I felt like I didn't get enough of experience in high school because of COVID, and all I really did back in high school was hang out with my fucking girlfriend at the time and be all lovey-dovey and watch Netflix all the time. So I didn't really do much during COVID, and it probably stunted my growth a little with women, with friends. So I needed that change. I needed that practice. So I finally ended up breaking up with her I want to say sophomore year of college. I finally ended up breaking up with my girlfriend, and I wish her the best. She was amazing. She was sweet to me. And honestly, I realize now that I'm older that I was the problem with not having any purpose. If I don't have any purpose, you're not going to be happy no matter who you're with. So then after that, I met a girl who was in the pre-med program, and probably not even the pre-med program. She was in med school. And honestly, thank God that I met her, because that was the biggest wake-up call of, this is not what I want to do. Homegirl was, I don't want to blare her business out there, I won't name her name, but homegirl was literally $100,000 in debt, and she was only in her first year. That stressed me the fuck out. I don't want to be in debt at all. Not that much, at least. Not for an education that I didn't see myself actually pursuing. So why would I do that? Then I actually, again, like I said, I switched my major. The night I switched my major, I actually was at my security job, at my desk, ordering my textbooks, and I was ordering this biology textbook for this one professor that's supposed to be one of the hardest professors at the university. And the best way to describe it was that I had a panic attack. I was not down with that. I literally called my school right away and said, I want to change my major. To what? To finance. Let's go. I sat my parents down. I thought it was gonna be a whole thing. Nope. They just want me to be professional. They just want me to be in a respected field. Mom, sounds good with me. Stepdad. So why? And then fast forward a couple months later, I was doing the finance stuff, very happy. And then, like I said, I was missing a lot socially. So I finally met up with, I did actually a couple of rounds with some fraternities at my school, and there's this one fraternity that I fit in with, and it was okay, but it didn't work out, and thank God it didn't. But then I found another fraternity, and that's where I ended up joining, and I had a great spring semester. It was spring of 24, I believe. Spring 25, because I joined fall of 24. Spring of 25, had a great spring semester, and that's when I met my girlfriend, my now girlfriend, and it was a great time. And I was passing classes, I was doing good, and there was really no reason to feel like I was wasting time. I had friends, I had a girlfriend, I had good grades, good relationship with my family. Everything on paper was going great, but I still felt this feeling in my stomach of just unfulfillment. Why? We'll get into that later. So then I pick up a bigger position in the fraternity. That stresses me the fuck out. And going to all the parties and doing all that stuff, I guess, was a good time. I won't lie, it was a great time. But eventually I got to the point where I'm realizing I'm too old for this shit, man. Not even too old. This shit is not serving me. This is not working for me. And I felt that feeling, but I couldn't get out because I was still in that executive board position. So obviously I had to fulfill my duties. But after that semester ended, which was the most recent one, and the problem with that, also during all this, I was super fucking fat. Finally made the change to lose weight in January of this year. So really made the effort to do that. Got down to my lightest to 178. I'm at 180 right now. I'm still trying to lose some fat, but we look good. We're happy. At least physique-wise, we're getting somewhere where we're happy. So why did I still feel unfulfilled? And I went through this time period of super high anxiety. I was failing my classes, my relationship with my friends, my girlfriend, even my family. They were all crumbling. And why? I didn't understand. And again, going back to feeling unfulfilled in what I'm doing, it was all rooted to that. It's the same problem from years ago. So one is one time, two times is two, three times. That's a fucking pattern. And the common denominator was me. So what am I doing to work on it? This could be really relatable to honestly a lot of 20-something-year-olds who have been through that position where they should feel happy, they should feel fulfilled in what's going on, but they're not. So why? And it's because you need to be creating something. You need to be moving, and not just moving for one goal, but for multiple. For many months, I was just wasting my time with my girlfriends, just smoking weed and not playing video games, just smoking weed, playing video games, drinking with friends, drinking at a party. Like that's all great and all, but where does that get you? I was drowning in debt. I got into 2 car accidents. One was thank God I was okay, but I hydroplaned my car twice just because I was out too late. And that put me behind with debt, with stress. I was still like, look, I'm losing hair, buddy. It's a lot. And the reason I was feeling this way and the reason all these things were happening to me is because I was not focusing on what I need to be focusing on. I was not focusing on bettering my mind. I was not super locked in on my body. And most importantly, I did not have any hobbies, any goal, any wishes outside of my relationship and school. So that's just what life is that. I come home, play video games, you jerk off, do whatever the fuck you do. Maybe go to the gym, maybe do something. Laundry's still on the fucking floor. Bed's not made, whatever the fuck it is. And that's just the basics. I'm not working towards any I made a business earlier in the year. It's called Recur. Go follow that shit. But no, we got the sample gloves. So we were all ready to go in production. And then what happened? I got fucking lazy. I got complacent. And I wasn't working towards my goals. And my body could feel it. My stomach would feel it. I'd feel it in my throat. You could feel it when you know you're cheating yourself. Your body knows when you are not living to your potential. And I feel so strongly about this because I know that's what happened to me. And I know now that I'm working towards YouTube, now that I'm really focusing on my body and focusing on my mental, I know that this is the direction that I need to go towards. And I know that this is the direction. I know that this is what I want. I've wanted to do content since I was a child. I remember being fucking 5 years old creating, or probably not 5. I was probably 2. No, I was probably 5. Creating react contents to Minecraft videos. Obviously those videos are all deleted now, but I would literally record the computer screen with my phone or with my iPod and react to it and be like, oh my God, whatever. Or I remember trying to do Let's Plays. I remember trying to stream on Twitch as like a 13-year-old. I was really, only I kept doing that, bro. If I kept streaming, bro, that would have been insane. I was streaming before these motherfuckers were really streaming. In my other channel, I think there's a stream still locked on my YouTube and I can't even figure out how to get rid of it. So the point is, this is what I've been wanting to do and I've been ignoring it and maybe not fully believing in myself. Maybe procrastinating, honestly. I know the phone was a really big issue for me, but take this as a wake-up call to go follow whatever dream you have. Go work on something. That doesn't mean ignore all the other shit. I'm still gonna go do my finance stuff. I'm still gonna try to get good grades. I'm still gonna graduate. I have 2 semesters left. I might as well. But on top of that, I'm gonna be working on this because this is what I wanna do. And anyone watching this video needs to understand that thing that you're putting off in the back of your mind because you feel like you're not good enough, or because you feel like you can't do it, or that whatever, someone said this, someone said that, and it's just, they're not gonna do it. Ignore them. They've never been in the position of wanting something that bad that they having a physical reaction to not working towards that thing. So if you're one of those people that have a physical reaction when you don't work towards your goals, that's telling you something needs to change. So change that, because no one else is going to do it for you. You're going to keep growing older and older and older, and you're going to miss the time that you spent sitting there wasting. You're going to be like, why didn't I work towards my goals? Why didn't I do that thing? Why didn't I go to the gym? Why didn't I do that diet? Why didn't I talk to that girl? Why didn't I pursue that business? Your life is going to be full of whys. And that is not a way to live. It's not. Your 20s are meant to be exploring something. Your 20s are meant to be for exploring and failure, not to be scrolling on your phone, watching TikTok for hours. So if you got anything from this video, please stop wasting time in your 20s. And if you're even a teenager, and whatever old you are, you could be 30, stop wasting time. Go pursue that. Because I'm doing it now and it sucks. I get no views, but it makes me happy. I'm glad to be talking. I feel like I'm talking to a friend. And even if it's just diaries like that, just do something. Just work towards something creatively and you'll feel so much better. And hopefully everything else follows suit through. Everything else follows suit is what I'm trying to say. Thank you for listening to this rant. My name is Brian. No, my name is Brian. Anthony's my fucking name I'm using to make sure no one I know really finds this. It's my middle name too. So, thank you.